more documents out of the Obama State Department showing that Christopher Steele, Glenn Simpson, had special access to a person called Jonathan Weiner, who was the Libya guy in the Kerry State Department. And Weiner was working with Victoria Nuland and a top aide for Steny Hoyer, the incoming majority leader at the time, soon to be majority leader at the time, after the election, all about Russia and obviously targeting Trump. It's just incredible to see. We worry about the Justice Department and Bruce Orr and Peter Strzok. Well, the State Department, it was all hands on deck in terms of targeting President Trump. They were meeting with Glenn Simpson, Christopher Steele, Clinton aides Sidney Blumenthal, another Clinton associate, Cody Shear. There was more than one dossier, obviously, going into the FBI and the Justice Department.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody moving on. Love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Want to get it off your chest? Call the Dave Weinbaum Show. Except for ourselves, we don't suffer fools here. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? You're in the right place. Heard in 50 states and 98 countries, now in its 11th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is on the air.
That was Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch. And he's going to be on a little later with amazing stuff about not Intel, not the MSN, not Nancy Pelosi. Well, maybe a little bit about Nancy Pelosi, but about Dem congressmen who were in on this early conspiring to get rid of President Trump before the election and afterwards. And today and every day, Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the Dems are accusing our duly elected president of crimes every hour, every day, with no evidence. Mark Levin this morning labeled it as fascism. And if let alone, will turn our justice system into a third world tyranny. They had their day in court, and Mueller and our DOJ Barr and AG Rosenstein, Assistant AG Rosenstein, exonerated the president. The new Attorney General, Barr, much to the panic of Dems in Congress, has started his own investigation with the use of John Durham, U.S. Attorney. And they're investigating the Mueller hoax and its origins. This was a hit job. Mueller was a hitman. Oh, let's talk about why they are doing this. They are collectively shocked, absolutely stunned that Trump is actually fighting back. This is where all the other Republican presidents like George W. Bush cringe and resign, like Richard Nixon. They are mortified when Barr said that the Trump campaign was spied upon. You saw how shocked they were. No, you didn't mean that, did you? Yeah, well, yeah, I did. And that an investigation had been started in secret months before. Now they're demanding Barr resign. This is no longer about just Intel or the MSM. This is about the Obama administration being in charge of the coup. And that was 11 months, January of 2016, before the election. Well, maybe 10 months. Until now, including some of those same Democratic congressmen and women pointing fingers at President Trump. Things going to get hotter. So butter that popcorn and get ready to see the reckoning of Intel, MSM, and now the Dems and the Obama administration may be reaching right up to ex-President Barack Hussein Obama. No way out for Dems. It's not looking good. Hi there, my name is Dave Weinbaum. I'm your radio talk show host. I'm here with radio legend Stan Hines.
Morning.
And my wifey.
Good morning.
Lisa Ann Weinbaum. I still want to say Strausser, but, you know, because Strausser is easier to make fun of. I don't know why. Weinbaum, that's not cool, is it? And we have our first caller on the show. I don't know who this is, JJ, but what's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, this is JJ, and I'm calling you from lovely Newburgh, Missouri.
Wow, you get all over the place, don't you?
Exercising my Second Amendment rights, shooting a little steel target match this morning.
Oh,
Had
cool.
to get this in before the first shot is fired.
Well, I feel honored.
Is your voice going to be able to hold up? For
I don't
3
know.
hours?
You know what? I felt pretty good. And then at the beginning of that monologue, it started to break up. You know?
I was wondering
I'll be
if
fine.
this
I feel
married
pretty
life
good.
was making you croak.
Yeah, okay, I think I feel better now. All right, I couldn't
Good.
tell. I mean, I was talking to Stan right before the show. You didn't hear that, me cracking up at all.
No, I didn't.
I think it's a Facebook screwing around with me again, you know?
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be. You know, one of my favorite people in Washington, Sarah Huckabee Sanders,
Yes.
resigning. And that grieves me some. I think in most of those news conferences, she was the smartest person in the room. And I hate to see her go. May good things happen to her.
Well, she's got young kids, and most people don't last very long in that job, a year or two at the most. And, she did her duty. She's got her kids to take care of. So, and she did a great job. She was really in control of that room. And by the way, I don't know, how long I can do the show, so, the president might be calling me any minute to ask me to be the press secretary. What do you think of that?
There's a scary thought.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? I don't understand. See, I can handle the press. I can just talk to them like Stan and, Lisa.
Our commander-in-chief, I think, trolled George Stephanopoulos the other day.
Yes.
And much was made of that in the mainstream news about, Trump said that as a hypothetical that if foreign dignitaries called him with some dirt on the opposition, he would listen to it.
Right.
Well, the man, he says offhand things sometimes, but mostly his things that he says well thought out. And I believe he was trolling these folks, kind of daring them to file articles of impeachment on him, mainly because if you look at the Mueller investigation, that was all done as a matter of legality. An impeachment process is done as a matter of politics. And I think he's covering the political side of this thing pretty well. It's pretty much like the school bully saying, hey, I dare you. You want to impeach me? I dare you.
Well, I take it the other way around, JJ. I think he is the guy fighting the school bullies. That would be the Democrats who are so used to Republicans just kneeling to them after a while that they don't understand Trump is a big boy and he's not taking it.
I was pleased to see him do that, and a bunch of the conservative folks said, he made a big mistake there, but I don't think so. I think he was trolling these folks. I think there is method to his madness in that regard, and we'll see. I've got the popcorn popped. I think we are going to see indictments coming down pretty soon.
I don't want to get too far over our skis here, but it's sure looking that way. They've got Durham up there in Connecticut, and you're starting to see Dems and Congress people. We really haven't had it on Congress yet, but I've been calling this for at least a year and a half, that Congress was colluding with the Dems and colluding with the Russians and conspiring with Intel and the mainstream media to screw with the election and get Hillary elected, sure that they would never be caught because they were 100% sure Hillary was going to get elected. And when that didn't happen,
all be covered up.
And when that didn't happen, well, this is the huge cover-up, and they did not expect ever to come under examination. And I think this guy Fitton, who you'll hear from in my next break or two, will come up with the answer to that. And these guys are squirming. They're going to start ratting each other out, and they're going to go right up to who? Barack Hussein Obama and his administration.
Yeah. Well, God bless Tom Fitton. I am a supporter of his. He's doing an excellent job on this thing, uncovering the dirt on these morons.
Well, let's see. Let's get that show going. I'll believe it when I see it, but it's looking more and more like this is going to happen. All right, my friend.
God bless you, Dave.
Shoot straight.
I shall. God bless you. Good day.
God bless you too. That was JJ from calling from Newburgh, where he's in a shooting contest.
That's right.
I didn't know they let 251-year-old men shoot anymore. Man, I find it interesting that he has the power to pull the trigger
without shooting blanks.
I wouldn't mess. Yeah, good one.
So
Stan.
what is today? Is a big special day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is for our president, Donald J. Trump, his 73rd birthday. Birthday to you. I did that one, by the way.
That's very good,
Sound
Stan.
just like me.
Very good. And those are kids.
Yeah, they
Think
are.
about it. That's very symbolic of all the children that Trump is trying to save by fighting abortion.
Exactly.
And we'll talk about that later too. But right now, time for our first break. So call the show. We're going to give away a MAGA hat, although I might be out of them. I got to call Summer about it. A MAGA hat and $35 McDonald's gift card. Are you listening, Lisa?
I am.
Yes, good. What does that smell? What are you eating?
Oh, man, it smells
good. Is that eggs?
No.
Oh, my God. It's a good thing my nose is stuffed because man.
Every time I smell that, I think of how lucky you are to have her.
What, rotten eggs?
No.
Don't get rotten eggs.
Smells delicious all the time. Hey, I love your hat. You're going to mention your hat?
I got a hat from Eric as the gift, and he's giving me a backward. You have backwards song of the morning.
Right.
He's giving me a backwards MAGA hat where you can. You can read it if you're dyslexic,
or looking in the mirror.
But look in the mirror and it says MAGA on the other way. It's backwards. Anyways, we're going to give away a McDonald's $35 gift card and a MAGA hat. Call the show. Get it off your chest. Call 573-364-4433.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Price Chopper and Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper and Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
The strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Silverados have arrived at Fairground Auto Plaza. Get 0% APR for 72 months or $9,015 in total value on the all-new 2019 Crew Cab LT All-Star Z71 for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Check out everything Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri, and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett Broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
The Steele's relationship with the State Department goes back a number of years. He was well positioned to launder the Russia dossier information through this person, Jonathan Weiner. Weiner admitted that he moved some of the information over to the Justice Department. So Steele has this relationship with the State Department that's long-standing, at least the Obama State Department. Then comes election time. His contact becomes his vehicle to launder the information into the Justice Department and the FBI, and into working with directly through Victoria Nuland, it looks like, another top State Department official, and Weiner, who has really no business doing any of this, as the Libya coordinator at the State Department on the Russia issues with Steny Hoyer's top guy. You know, the question I have here when you take a step back is, because we've seen other documents where the State Department was pushing Russia-related material to friendlies in Congress, classified information, just before President Trump's inauguration.
Friendlies in Congress? You mean...
Is that an oxymoron?
You mean they... Well, it is if you're President Trump and you're trying to deal with Democrats.
Yep.
It is an oxymoron, and but he's implying now that they have proof of Dems being involved with the dossier, of the being involved in the Obama Department of State. Now, nobody's been talking about the State Department here. We've been talking about the DOJ and the FBI, but the State Department. And that's probably where you got a lot of these leaks going out and releases of names by people like Samantha Powers, who was the UN representative. What the hell is she doing out there outing people, outing Americans illegally? You know, this is getting deeper and deeper, and we all know there were crimes committed. Hillary shredded 33,000 emails at least. That's 33,000 separate counts of espionage, 33,000 separate counts of obstruction of justice. That is obstruction. You want obstruction of justice? Did Trump destroy anything? No, he gave over 1 million documents to Mueller. All right? He cooperated. There was no obstruction of justice. Now, if Mueller wants to go pull a political stunt like he did, it only degrades and makes him implicated in cooperating with this hoax. I mean, if he knew early on that there was no collusion with the Russians, and I believe that he did, unless he's a total idiot, then he was part of the coup. Because you can't try a guy like that for over 2 years, or roughly 2 years, and expect that you not saying there is no collusion as soon as you knew it isn't a part of a coup. Yep. You are actively or unactively trying to get rid of the president. You would have been thrilled, as the Democrats would have, if the president had, like some dumb other Republican, resigned. Because it would have exonerated you. We never would have heard about this again. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? I'm challenging you all out there. You know, I think I've got the facts. But if you know something different, you're welcome to call the show. And there are prizes involved. So, hey, come on. Yeah. So I ran torpedoes, 4 oil tankers. I thought it was only 2. And some of these have are Japanese tankers. And this is while the Prime Minister of Japan is in Iran. Why? Why is Iran doing this? Because Iran is being shut down by President Trump with sanctions. They were enabled by who? Barack Hussein Obama. He gave those jerks $1.8 billion in our money, U.S. money, in cash, taxpayer money. That would have enabled them, that deal, to build nukes within the next 6 years. The U.S. must now protect these ships in international waters, and there should be an answer should Iran do anything, and maybe even an answer right now. This is what desperate regimes do, because they are responsible for about 14 different entities who are causing terrorism throughout the world, much less the Mideast. It's time we got that stopped.
Number 1 state sponsor of terrorism.
That's right. You got it. And let me just divert a minute to talk a little bit about the St. Louis Blues.
Hey.
They rocked.
4-1.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I watched the game, and I'm sitting there watching it, and the Blues started off pretty good, and then all of a sudden, for the next, 15, 16 minutes, they didn't have a shot on goal.
Yeah.
It was played basically back in their zone, and I know the guy, what was his name? O'Reilly or McNeil or something like O'Reilly. He was the guy that was awarded the most valuable player.
Oh, okay.
But give me a break. The goalie, Bennington, I tell you, Bennington or Baddington, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but if he wasn't there, the Blues, I don't think, would have made the playoffs. These guys were in last place in January. Last place.
Wow.
I think they got a new coach, and they got this. You put in Bennington. That was the difference. So I understand he's a rookie, all right?
Yeah.
And he's now setting records for the most, wins of playoff wins for rookies.
What do they say? Go back to the basics, and that's what he did.
Well, he did some. I don't know what the hell he did, but how do you go from last to beating all these great teams in the playoffs? Tried and true. I mean, these were great teams, and especially Boston.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, could you imagine being that one guy that quit the Blues and went to the Bruins?
Well,
and now he's sitting here saying, "What the heck did I do?"
You know who played for the Bruin organization before he became a Blues?
Who?
Bennington.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There you go.
What a guy.
I mean, so, and that guy's going to go places. He's getting paid less than $1 million a year, which is, not a big deal. I mean, to them, but to us, I mean, it would be kind of neat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say.
All right, but he's going to get the deals that this guy's going to be worth so much money. I need to manage it for him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Of course.
Well, of course, yeah.
I'm good at it. Come on.
Well, you probably are.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. I think we need a Sicilian moment or something right now. I'm feeling it because the Rabbi is getting ready to touch down here pretty soon. So, anyways, last night we had the Toronto team, the Raptors, I believe they are, the Dinosaurs. And speaking of dinosaurs, there hasn't been a championship in any Canadian team since 1993. 1993. All right? There hasn't been a championship team. Okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you having trouble?
It was here 1 minute and gone the next. But anyway, I'll shut up. Gosh.
Nurses make the best insult comics. They know where to stick the needles. Forget about it.
Oh, stick a needle in you. That was on just about a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We need to reorder those things. All right?
Yeah.
All right, but forget about it anyways, because, most of you don't remember, do you? If you remember, well, then forget about it. All right. We got the Rabbi coming up shortly, and we're going to play his song right now. And since I kind of had this made up, or it was made up really without my knowledge, here it is.
Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird.
Make sure you get applause. All right, we're back on the show, and shortly we've got the Rabbi coming up. And what are you doing? She's taking pictures. Why are you doing that?
I want to take a picture of your hat.
Why don't you take a picture of my outfit? Because I matched today,
your girth?
and I didn't need you to match. Do I not match?
Almost.
Almost. What doesn't match?
It's pretty good for you.
What doesn't match? The shoes?
It's really good.
Man.
It's really good.
See, now I got to match.
Really?
And you know what they do to you? They tell you this stuff, and you say, "Leave me alone. I don't want to hear about it." And then the next day you do it, right? Is that what's happening?
What?
You're slowly taking over my life and my thought process.
No.
But even the dogs, the way I handle the dogs and stuff, you tell me stuff, and I say, that's bullshit. BS. You can't tell me that, right? And so...
you're making stuff up again.
No, I'm not making stuff up. That's not... You're accusing me of more of that. And pretty soon, then the next couple of days, I start doing it.
Speaking of Adam Schiff.
Yes. Yes, Adam Schiff.
Yeah.
Schiff.
That's what you said, bullshit.
Yeah, who never said that? What are you talking about? Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Isn't that a word?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a bullshit. What the Iranians have done is bullshit.
Yeah.
They bowled the ship. Anyways, here comes the call. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, or should I say shalom?
Shalom, Dave.
Shalom, Rabbi. Let me introduce you properly. This is the second most powerful man in Israel, or person, I should say. and in his own house, according to his wife, Unit, the official rabbi to the state of Missouri and future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple Hotel, Golf Course, Casino, and Spa, Rabbi Moshe Rothchild. Hi, Rabbi. How you doing today?
Well, actually, I've been sick. I've been in bed all day.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to miss this, so here I am.
I'm sorry you feel bad. Well, I'll try to go easy on you, I guess.
Thank you.
The New York Times says that birthright Israel trips are racist. So, also they say the New York Times that Zionism is racist. So what's going on there?
Okay, well, first of all, this idea that Zionism is racism was a UN vote, I want to say 1980s, maybe the late 70s, and it was repealed. It's ridiculous. It's like saying patriotism is discriminatory. I guess maybe some people would say.
Okay, Rabbi, you got to speak up, man. I can't hear you.
I said that would be like saying patriotism is racist.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that in America today, some people might even say that.
They are saying that. Do you want? If you don't want wide open borders, you're considered a racist.
Right. So the idea that the Jewish longing for a homeland is racist is that itself is anti-Semitic. When they make such a claim that the Jewish longing for a homeland, well, every other people has a kind of nationalism. They don't like when Jews have a nationalism.
Yeah.
You know,
and the proof of Jews being in Israel as their homeland is more evidence than any country ever had of being in the right place at the right time, and it's got the seal of God Himself on it.
Well, that's correct. I mean, the United States has only been around since 1776 until they had to get rid of the Indians.
Right.
Jews have been in Israel for thousands of years, and to say that our longing for our homeland is racist, that itself is racist, to be honest.
Sure.
That itself is anti-Semitic.
Israel seems to be closing in on Silicon Valley. Why can't they create a social media site that kills anti-Christian and Jewish bias?
There is a unit in the Army that does deal with this, but it's just so pervasive in a small country. It's not that Israel's ignoring it, they're trying, but they have amazing technology to deter and stop hackers who are trying to hack into all kinds of Israeli websites, and it's not simple. Anyone with a computer can post anything, and it's very hard to stop that. I would say impossible.
Now you probably know this, but German Jews are moving to Israel, and thank God we have someplace to go.
Yeah, they welcomed a flight this week from Germany. Yes, you can only imagine what it would have been like during World War II if Jews had a place to go. We can only speculate, but Germany is becoming dangerous for Jews, so I'm glad they left.
By the way, what does Israel make of the torpedoing of 4 oil tankers in the Gulf of is it Hormuz?
Yeah, well, the United States is saying that it was Iran. I mean, no surprises there. It just we always know that Iran, they are the biggest state sponsor of terrorism, and they are the biggest problem here, not the Palestinians. Iran is the biggest problem. On a lighter note, Dave, did you know that this week Ryan Braun from
that was my next words to you were Ryan Braun. Go ahead. Steal my thunder, Rabbi.
No, he broke Hank Greenberg, who's the Hall of Famer, and he had the most home runs ever by a Jewish baseball player, and it was broke this week. The record was broke this week by Ryan Braun.
Yeah, and you know how many he's got? He's got 3. Braun has exactly 3 home runs in his career, which meant that Hank Greenberg had 2. What's that?
He has like 330 something.
Yeah. Hey, we talked about why isn't there another Jewish Defense League? Remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're forming it. Wait a minute. I'm beginning to sound like a little bit of a prophet here. They're actually forming a Jewish Defense League. I'm not sure the details yet, but...
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it? Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Say, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find and contribute to you?
They can go to my website, IsraelAlliance.org, IsraelAlliance.org, or they can email me direct, Rabbi Moshe at IsraelAlliance.org.
And I am a donor to you.
Sorry, I'm a little low key here.
And I am a donor to you and have been for about 7 years.
Absolutely.
Yes. Hey, Rabbi, did you hear about the reaction of the Scot who was asked what was under his kilt?
No.
Well, he just skirted the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Moshe Rothchild calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. I cut it a little shorter than normal today because, you know what, you sound ill, and I want you to rest. Okay, and get better.
I'm not feeling great, but thank you.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. Feel better.
Hi, Lisa.
Get well.
Hi.
We'll pray for you.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Rabbi.
Get well soon.
Stan says hello.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks, Rabbi. All right, listen, we're going to take a break right now. Call the show, 573-364-4433, and get it off your chest.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Al West Collision Center in Rolla is looking for experienced technicians to work in the Rolla locations. 2 years experience is required. Al West offers a competitive benefits package and compensation program. Al West Collision has been voted #1 collision center in the area. Are you motivated and ready to move up in the world? Send your resume to admin@alwestcollision.com or drop by 713 Houston Road in Rolla. For more information, call 573-364-8999. Al West Collision is an equal opportunity employer.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
He is the first president in a generation willing to tackle America's worsening, intractable, out-of-control problem, and he's willing to do so single-handedly if he must. Congress would rather deny him a win on immigration and let the problem continue to proliferate no matter the harm to the American people. Even his own party fails him yet again. Last month, 144,000 entered through our southern border illegally, violating our laws simply because they want a better life in America. Who doesn't? This is the greatest country on earth. Yet we're at risk of losing our greatness as we reward illegals whose backgrounds we don't know, who surge through our borders because they know that we're powerless to enforce our laws.
So that was Judge Janine, and she's so right. The president threatens Mexico with tariffs, and everybody's going nuts, including some senators in the Congress who are they claim they're Republican. They're really rhinos, and they are. Well, guess what? Trump was right. Mexico is now cooperating, or at least initially they are cooperating. Let's see what they do down the road. Trump and the Dems were furious. But Congress still hasn't taken on immigration reform. And it hasn't been done for 40 years, and God knows we know this is important. Everybody knows there's a crisis down there. Even ex-Obama officials are out there publicly saying, and you don't even hear the idiots like Pelosi saying, "Well, walls they're just not right. They're immoral." That kind of crap. Meanwhile, she's got walls around her place. Maybe Trump should tariff Congress. What do you think?
Yeah.
And here's Jerry Seinfeld's take on immigration.
I am for open immigration, but that sign we have in the front of the Statue of Liberty, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. Can't we just say, hey, the door's open, we'll take whoever you got? Do we have to specify the wretched refuse? Why don't we just say, give us the unhappy, the sad, the slow, the ugly, people that can't drive, if they have trouble merging, if they can't stay in their lane, if they don't signal, can't parallel park, if they're sneezing, if they're stuffed up, if they're clogs, if they have bad penmanship, don't return calls, if they have dandruff, food between their teeth, if they have bad credit, if they have no credit, Mr. Spot Shaving. In other words, any dysfunctional, defective slob that you can somehow cattle prod onto a wagon, send them over, we want it.
Now remember, this was done in the late 80s or early 90s. I wonder if you can get away, well, I get away with it, but, nobody wants to laugh about this. Nobody wants to laugh. It's serious.
Yeah.
I know, but there's a lot of stuff that are serious that you kind of want to have a little chuckle about, don't you?
Yeah.
You might even have some kind of a crazy machine that you ask questions to, and you want the answers to, and you might have one of those, or you might have a Sicilian moment. You could have anything.
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC. Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles. And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving. I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
And now that I'm married...
Wait.
What?
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. That's all I had on my mind. I knew you'd say something.
Man, that was
And now that I'm
quick.
married, that's all I have to say now.
She asked for a mute.
I will whisper it downstairs. She'll be
mic.
upstairs, and she'll say, "What? What are you saying? Where are you going? What are you doing?" I take a step towards the bathroom. Where are you going? What are you doing? You know, I mean, it's like I have to ask permission to go to the bathroom.
All that activity is so
know when
unusual.
I know when I have to make water. I know when I have to make water. Remember that line from Driving Miss Daisy?
Yep.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? You know,
Poor thing.
you got these
Poor man.
these physical things you got to do in life, right? Eat. She says, when I say, "Hey, I'm hungry," she says, "Well, you don't look like you're going to shred away anytime soon." Right? Is that what you say?
Yeah, pretty much. You're no fear of starvation
See, that's wrong.
or malnutrition.
That's just wrong, right, Stan?
Yeah.
We're a little hefty, and
I'm hefty too. Yeah.
All right. So why do we need to be made fun of? Although I got to say, you're looking really good.
Oh, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Thank
you know, you've lost what, about 200 pounds or so?
not unless we separate.
Oh, well done. Well done. Wait a minute. Gotta get a fist pump for that. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I've just been dismembered by my new wife. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Dave, Jim.
Hi, Jim. Hey, of all people to call right now. Hi, Jim. And you're going to probably rip me apart, too. What can I do for you today, sir?
Would I do that to you?
Of course you would. If you thought you could get a laugh, you would do it in a second, and you probably will. What can I do for you, sir?
Go for it,
As
brother.
I watch Stan picking his strawberry.
These are delicious.
Go ahead.
Okay, out of a necessity because it's your show. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Dave.
Oh,
Anyway.
what do you mean out of necessity? See, you're starting already in on me. I mean, that's not polite. Just because it's my show, you're going to say hello?
What.
If I'm walking down the street, what are you going to do? Spit on me or something?
Turn the other way. Won't look at
Turn the other way. There you go. You're just a radio honor guy. Instead of that, you don't want nothing to do with me. There you go. I'm fine.
Nah.
I'm fine with it.
You're pretty cool.
I got my one fan. It's not working right now, but it's sitting there on a chair, looking at me anxiously,
waiting.
That's
to be
my
activated.
one fan. And soon, if we turn it on, it'll start waving at me.
What's up, Jim?
What do you want? What do you want?
Well, I've been trying to, but you won't let me say.
I know. Well, I'm a little. I'm trying to help you form your content.
I was listening to Levin this morning. He said there's going to be a lot of people coming down on this deal, and I certainly hope so. I hope it's true, although they're so crooked.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll probably try and find a way out. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the key.
But,
how serious is Barr? How serious is Durham? You know, we all thought, Comey was this great guy, and then Mueller. Oh, what a fantastic guy! We all found out differently, didn't we? So let's see. Yep. Let's see if they're really going to do the job. Right now, they're saying they are. Right now, we're getting information that they may either be forming grand juries or already have done so, which means that you should see indictments flying out fairly soon. So we'll see.
I hope so, Dave. I know I'm 100% with him on that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, I got a letter from my attorney.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Today.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Well, no, it was good news. It said final notice. Now he can leave me alone.
Final notice. Is that because of your health or his health? Oh, you mean you owe the guy? You're not paying him.
The rental situation.
That's a mistake.
Oh, is that what that was about? I must have took that the wrong way. I guess I'm.
Oh my God!
Have a good one, you guys.
You know what? Wait a minute. You're not getting off that easy. You know what? I was going to be a lawyer, but I lost my appeal. I lost my appeal. There you go. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you calling. Yes, I do. No, I really do. All right.
Well, you know what they say when you give a lawyer a Viagra, what happens, don't you?
He lies bigger.
They get taller.
Oh, they get taller. That's pretty good, Stan. All right, we're going to take a break right now. We're coming up in 10 minutes with, one of the famous Hakim duos. That's Elad Hakim. We're going to talk about all this legal stuff and what he thinks is going on with this investigation. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Make yourself eligible for a fabulous MAGA hat and a $35 McDonald's gift card. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
The Grand Mick Extreme Bacon Burger is one of McDonald's most popular burgers in Spain. To try one, you'd have to reprogram your GPS,
recalculate it,
go to the airport, leave your car, buy a plane ticket, land in Madrid, and go to McDonald's.
Bienvenido a McDonald's.
Or you could hang that next left and get to your neighborhood McDonald's now. Because for a limited time, the juicy Grand Mick Extreme Bacon Burger and other worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked, and you need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you they're open each week Tuesday through Saturday from noon till 1:30 a.m. They also have great lunch specials every day and steak specials every Friday and Saturday night. First weekend of the month is prime rib. Then hand-cut ribeye steaks the rest of the weekends with more than 100 whiskeys to choose from or signature drinks and over a dozen beers on tap. See their Facebook for more details. Sydney, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I want to know what Democrats in Congress knew what and when about the dossier. it's pretty clear they were in on it just as much as Comey, Strzok, Page, and the Clinton and DNC.
Here, okay, that the Democrats have been colluding, conspiring along with Intel to overthrow the election, and that failing, to overthrow a duly elected president. Now they've got some evidence towards that. And coming up in about 5 minutes, we got Elad Hakim, who is going to be talking about what's going on with that and what we can do and what we can't do. Hopefully you'll have some input into it.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm switching screens, and it just automatically started it.
All right.
I have no idea why.
Jeez. Okay, you're going to be like Lisa here. See, there you go. You're irritating me. You say, why are you irritating me?
I'm doing nothing.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like you said to me, what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm trying to comment on your show page.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Well, thank you.
If you want to call the show before Elad, call me at 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Maybe you've got an idea that's even better than Elad's. Who knows? But I doubt it, because he's getting really good at this. He's getting to be a great writer and a punster, and pretty soon, you know what? I got a feeling that this guy's going to get his own TV show. This happens to everybody who comes on this show, who is a continued, let's call it interviewee. Yeah. You know, and some of these people I've been interviewing for years and years. Cheryl Chumley, Elad's now going on a year. His wife, Amy, 2.5 years. Yeah. DeAnna Lorraine, about 3 years.
Opslands.
3 or 4 years. Yeah, and the Opslands guy, who has a show with DeAnna Lorraine, Drew Berkowitz, was on this show. So something happens when people go on the show. In fact,
when they're in 98 countries and all 50 states,
Well, I recently made an appearance with the Rabbi at Pastor Pat's church. It was a couple weeks ago. What, right, Lisa?
Yes.
And then we had a luncheon in St. Louis with a guy named Jimmy Williams, who happens to be a great friend and a great McDonald's owner-operator in stores in, rough neighborhoods in St. Louis, and absolutely a great guy. Nick's helicopter driver in the Air Force, and no, he was in the Navy, I guess. But anyways, the Pastor Pat says that she believes she talks to God, and I don't doubt her. I mean, why should I? Right. But she's saying this about me. She said, you help others to know, you help others to be known. That's part of your calling. Because of you doing your job, others have taken wing and flown. Now, because of your faithfulness, you just watch what will unfold. The days ahead are very important, and your knowledge must be told. You have a pure heart with which God can use. No matter what is said to you, you keep plowing. That's just what you're supposed to do. And I got to get to the
stuck
part of this. Just what you're supposed to do with no cowing. Such people like you are being raised up for this hour. Keep on moving forward, and you and others will again see this nation's power. There's a little bit of a rhyme in there, isn't there? Hour, power.
Yeah.
All right, but I was a little bit, you go into radio and you think, okay, I want to do something with the rest of my life and not end up like my father, regretting that he had all this talent and didn't do anything with it. I wanted to see if I had anything. That's all. I wanted to see what I could do and how I could do it. And this has turned into something. I didn't have necessarily a mission going into it, but now that I'm doing it, I sort of agree that this is kind of like a mission. So it's really good. All right, hit it. welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, and I will introduce you properly. I think I know who this is.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
Powerful South Florida lawyer, political and legal pundit, hangs with Dan Bongino and Mark Levin, and the Perry Mason to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim. Elad Hakim. They're loving you down there at Boca. They all came up here. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Why would they want to leave Boca? It's cold up here. How you doing, Elad?
Reasons, but we'll talk about them another time.
I can't hear you. Speak up.
Is it better now?
He missed the first part of what you said. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we got every Democrat saying the president is not above the law. Alan Dershowitz, a liberal and Hillary supporter, says that impeaching Trump is above the law. Do you agree with that?
At this stage, yes, because there hasn't been any basis to show to establish impeachment, which is why, at least one reason why, they haven't filed or pursued articles of impeachment to date. So, yeah, I do agree with Dershowitz, who, by the way, also indicated that I think he would support Biden over Trump. So he hasn't lost all his Democratic roots. But I do agree with him.
Well, I hate to bring this up, but, Alan Dershowitz is a big supporter of Israel. And how do you put that together with backing of Barack Obama and Joe Biden?
Well, he's a Democrat, and Democrats, at least since I can remember, have not necessarily viewed their support of Democratic candidates or presidents. They don't view it as a correlation between their support of such candidates in the state of Israel. They think that they can do both. And, of course, there's strong arguments to the contrary, but I've spoken to a lot of Democrats who ask me the exact question. They say, listen, how can you call me a non-supporter of Israel just because I support Obama? And these are a lot of Jewish Democrats.
Yeah.
So they don't see
what do you tell
the correlation. Well, you
have evidence that he's not an Israel supporter.
Well, that's that you try to explain to them. And again, it's all about trying to educate and explain. You can't force something down someone's throat. So you try to explain to them how their policies impact Israel. And you go from there. And that's what we're doing now, by the way, Dave. We can't force people to change. You can try to educate them, and you can try to explain to them in hopes that they see what's going on, and in hopes that they see why supporting Republican candidates, or at least, Trump right now, is in their best interest, and in the best interest of the Jewish people.
Yeah. Hey, also, Dems may regret saying that they're above, that the president is above the law, when their indictments start being issued. Now, what do you consider to be the possibility that that's going to happen?
I think the possibility is strong that it's going to happen. I wish it would happen already, but I think it's strong. I think that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and we've talked about it before. And I think that people just need to be patient and let the system take its toll. There are people now that are really in control of what's going on. They're transparent, contrary to what Democrats are saying, that they're biased and all that. You've got real people in charge now, including Barr and including the U.S. Attorney General. So you've got people in charge now who are going to get to the bottom of what's going on. And I do think that there are going to be indictments coming. When they're going to come, I don't know, but soon. We're still waiting for the IG report, which is somewhat later than we thought it was going to come out. But I think when some of these things start dropping, I think at some point after that you'll start seeing indictments.
So they're saying that Horowitz is delayed because of all this new information that's coming out. Via Tom Fenton of Judicial Watch says that Dems in Congress were conspiring with the State Department, DOJ, and FBI leadership to destroy Trump both before the election and after the election. So are they just taking their time because they have much more to investigate?
It could be. I mean, look, this could be one of these interminable cycles that kind of, the more you look, the more you find. But at some point, they're going to have to come out. And don't forget, I mean, while there was, while evidence came out saying that they've been investigating behind the scenes for months, how long is what they're investigating, how long did it take place? I mean, we're talking before Trump was even elected, and so they've got a lot of investigating to do, and I don't think that they necessarily want to rely on what Mueller did and what some others did. So they've got a lot of investigating to do, so let's give them a little time. But you're right. I mean, it could be a cycle that never ends if they consistently try to update a report based on new information that comes out.
Now, many of the Dems have tried to downplay the importance of the Steele dossier. But Nunes has proof that Mueller's scope memo shows that he highly, this was critical to his probe, to Mueller's probe. So where do you think this comes down?
As far as, I mean, it is critical because it formed the basis of a lot of the investigation. I mean, the dossier formed the basis for the FISA warrants, and so of course the Democrats are trying to downplay it. What do you expect? Anything else? I mean, if there's proof showing that it was falsely relied upon and it was based on false information, I'd be highly surprised if Democrats came out and said, "You know what? You're right." You understand the Democrats, but how do you explain Mueller? Didn't he know? When did he know there was no collusion, that this thing was a fraud? He's been doing this for over 2 years at about $30 million expense, and he's tried to ruin the president. Did he know right off the bat that there was no collusion? And if he did, what was his responsibility then? Well, there is, I've read articles that he did know, that he knew right around the time of the midterms, and that he really should, and I had this argument with somebody, about whether he should have disclosed it. I think he should have disclosed it at least to the Attorney General, so as to inform him of main, he has a basic duty to inform basically of main findings along the way during his investigation, things that are main issues to the investigation, one of which was there any collusion?
Right.
And there was information pointing to the fact that he knew at the time in the midterms or before the midterms, and he chose to sit on it because the American public at the time was so inflamed and it was such a big issue in the midterms that had he disclosed that, hey, there's no collusion before that time, it could have had an impact on the Democrats in a negative way in the midterms.
Now, the American people did not vote Mueller into office. The American people voted Donald Trump into office. How do we have these appointed jerks out there controlling who is going to survive and who isn't going to survive in our elections if they're doing it fraudulently? This becomes third world.
Mueller shouldn't have been appointed. He shouldn't have been there because it should have been someone who was not at all involved with the government like that. It should have been somebody independent. So that's why Trump consistently said that, hey, he was the wrong person for the job. He shouldn't have been appointed. But you raise a good point. I mean, and that's why they're trying now to clean house, and that's what the indictments are going to get to. Because you're right, we have people at all levels of government that are controlling or trying to dictate or trying to impact whether or not a president survives his first year or survives to make it to his second term. So you're right. I mean, we have high people in government, and I just heard recently that it's not even people at the high levels. It's people from the top all the way to the local areas of government that could have been involved.
Yeah.
So give it time. That's all anyone can really say because none of us know what's going on.
Well, here we go. We gave the Hillary situation time. We gave the Benghazi thing time. we gave Eric Holder time. We gave Barack Obama time, and nothing happened. They're still walking around. Joe Biden's still walking around. There was no hint of scandal in the Obama administration, really.
But it is apples and oranges, because one of the biggest problems is when you have some corrupt people who are potentially complicit in some sort of, plot to get rid of the president, investigating. You can't have the same people who are involved in something investigating. So, yes, you're right. There are people who likely should have been indicted, who should be in prison, who should be behind bars, that aren't. But now we actually have people, we hope, that are going to get to the bottom. And you say I say we hope, but
sure.
It certainly looks that way. It looks like Barr.
Let's remind each other that these people who were saying things like Trump is going to lose 100 million to 1, Peter Strzok, and that we need an insurance policy, Peter Strzok, and Comey, and what's his name, McCabe, and all these other guys, they were not elected. They were not voted into office. They were appointed. Now, so is Barr and Durham and all these other guys.
But until Barr was appointed, who was investigating them?
Nobody. Well,
that's the point.
Congress. Let's put it that way.
It's either nobody or a corrupt Congress.
Yeah.
So.
Well, some of them were.
So yes, you're right. I mean, we have to be patient, and it's kind of we're all getting sick of hearing about it.
Right.
But we have to now.
It's too important.
What choice do we have?
I would agree. All right, now let's switch notes here. A Harvard Law Journal article written in October of 18 concludes a preborn child is a constitutional person. Do you agree?
A preborn child. What do you mean a preborn child?
A fetus in the womb.
Whew. Well, does it has a heartbeat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is a really, really tough. This is a very tough issue for me. I have to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because I am not on the side where I am 100% against abortion, and I'm not for using abortion as a method of birth control. So I do recognize that there are instances where abortion may be warranted. So I think it depends on where we are, what week we're in. But generally, if it has a heartbeat, yeah, I mean, it's
right. All right. Well, that's basically 6 weeks now.
I mean, that's the. The 6 week thing is it's a very, very tough issue.
Yeah.
Because 6 weeks, like they were saying, some women don't even, 6 weeks, some women might not even know that they're pregnant. I mean, I don't know how, but they might not know.
Right.
And that's pretty early on.
Exactly.
But it's a really, really difficult issue.
But it's an issue of when does the fetus become a constitutionally protected United States citizen, and flesh and whatever beforehand? I mean, there's an issue there, and somebody needs to decide it. And the opinion of Harvard Law Journal back in October of 2018 was that this is a constitutionally protected person. And so,
based on what?
Well, I don't know. Certainly, that if a pregnant woman is murdered along with her baby inside of her, there are two indictments that go out for murder. One for the mother, and one for the baby, the unborn baby. So that's evidence in itself that you have recognition of a unborn fetus as a constitutionally protected person.
Yeah, but didn't New York or some state in the Northeast change that?
Yeah. Well, they actually voted for late term abortion, and in the case of Virginia, it's even after you're aborted, but it failed and you're alive as a baby, struggling to live. well, we can just have a conversation. We can make the baby comfortable and have a conversation with the doctor, and then we can execute the child. They didn't say those words exactly, but that was a clear implication
I think
of
that
it.
one of those states also might have changed the definition in the criminal law.
Yeah.
So as to get to the exact point that you raised, that, hey, if a baby is killed, God forbid, in an accident, I thought that they said that wasn't going to be part of the, it wasn't going to be considered murder or something to that extent.
No, I don't, yeah. I mean, how far does this go? Why don't you check on it? Maybe we can talk next week or the following week. Other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can find me at Thoughtfully Conservative on Facebook and at Thoughtful GOP on Twitter. And, how far does it go? Well, look, you have both sides. When you have extremes on one end, you're going to have extremes on the other end. That's what is the
extreme on the end that I'm talking about? That there are absolutely no abortions, or what?
Well, there are some Republicans that would say, hey, forget abortion all completely. If you have a child and you don't want it, then give it up for adoption. And that's why a lot of the women are coming out and saying, you can't tell us what to do with our body. But on the flip end, you have these states like New York and Virginia saying, hey, you can abort a child even after the child is born. Or if the child, at late term, God forbid the child is in a week before birth, you can still abort it.
Well, you're not aborting the baby that's already born. You're murdering a person.
You're murdering,
and everybody wants to know, I know some people who have been aborted and have survived. Personally, I've met them. And their question is, where do our rights begin? I'm a woman. Where does my right begin? And the mom's right to kill me end? That's the question that needs to be asked. Hey, Elad, I've got a question. I've got a religious question to ask you, and I think you probably know the answer. What's a Hebrew's favorite month? What is a Hebrew's favorite month?
I don't know.
July.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Well, hi to your wife, who's coming up pretty soon. And
enjoy.
Shabbat shalom, my friend. Yes. Well, she's always a hoot. You know that, right?
I do know that. She's a hoot, and she's great. And
you better be saying this, because I'm going to tell her, right?
You're not even going to tell her. You're going to keep it on You're going to keep it on whatever I say. I've already learned that, so I'm not a little
Wait, are you accusing me of being a leaker? Oh, never. All right, my friend. Thank you. Shabbat shalom.
All right, guys.
And we're going to be right back. Before I have a coughing fit, what's going on? I felt great coming in today. It's this freezing weather we're having in June. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
The next time you need work on your vehicle, head to Muffler Mart. on Highway 63 across from the Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. It's been over 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto repair experience. Their name says mufflers, but they do it all. And now you can visit them on Highway 63 South, just across from the Phelps County Fairgrounds. Muffler Mart in Rolla. For more information or appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Wow, Kathy, it's been another busy day here at Miller Glass.
Yes, it has, Marianne. What were some of the phone calls that you had today?
Glass tabletops, screen repairs, window replacements, someone broke their patio door mowing. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, and don't forget about the glass shower doors, screen rooms, and awnings that we do.
Miller Glass is like one-stop shopping for any type of glass that you might need.
And don't forget, our team has over 30 years of experience.
At Miller Glass, we install it all.
Al West Collision Center in Rolla is looking for experienced technicians to work in the Rolla locations. 2 years experience is required. Al West offers a competitive benefits package and compensation program. Al West Collision has been voted #1 collision center in the area. Are you motivated and ready to move up in the world? Send your resume to admin@alwestcollision.com or drop by 713 Houston Road in Rolla. For more information, call 573-364-8999. Al West Collision is an equal opportunity employer.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri, and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett, broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Yet, Congress continues to fail us, not only blocking the president's efforts, but actually passing a bill this week that would give 2.5 million dreamers amnesty, a signal to illegals that not only will they let you in and pay for food, housing, education, medical, and travel, but sooner or later they'll give you amnesty after they release you into the interior, providing yet another incentive for illegals to cross. So they say to themselves, what have you got to lose? Yet the House, in their largesse this week in granting that amnesty, does nothing to address the crisis at the border. And the bill does nothing to secure the border or enforce our laws.
Well, let's see what happens. You know, the tariffs worked. Oh, my God, everybody was up in arms. And, you know, I mean, the president has something about this, because once you start charging them money, tariffs, and Congress isn't going to act anyways, what do? Well, you do what all these other presidents did and just let it go. And pretty soon your country is taken over. You can't have 1 million people invading this country a year and expect to maintain your democracy. And the Democrats are counting on this. This is their political ploy to get illegals in the country, enough of which will vote, because, quite frankly, they are losing their black base. Their black base is beginning to see, via the accomplishments of Donald Trump, what a fraud the Democrats have been for the last 70, 80 years on the black community. And they were kept on a plantation of voting for them, and they would get welfare, and they would get food stamps. Well, they don't need the damn food stamps now, because under Trump, the black unemployment rate is at record lows. They don't need the damn help. They're living, a lot of them, they're living the American dream. Now, does that mean they all got rich all of a sudden? No. It means they have the opportunity to do and live the American dream. Not all of them are going to take advantage of it, but a hell of a lot of them are. And why shouldn't that be? Ask the Democrats who are, oh, well, you're just racist. Well, I think it's racist to keep people on a plantation and tell them they don't have a chance when they really do. I think that's quite evil myself. Call the show and let me know what you think.
573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. All right, shortly we're going to hear from the Luminator, Laura Loomer. So I think we're going to get her set up right now, Stan. Player at will. Ladies and gentlemen, conservative investigative reporter, the most banned person in the world, and the lowest link to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Laura the Luminator Loomer. There you go. All right, so Twitter doesn't like you, Facebook doesn't like you, but we like you out here in Missouri.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you're a very busy woman. What have you been up to since you got back from your dad's wedding in Granada?
Right, so I was in Israel, and then, of course, I went to my dad's wedding, and now I've just been, doing a lot of work with my website, lauraloomer.us, and my website is a place where people can track a lot of the censorship that's been taking place. And so if you're interested in learning about tech censorship and social media bias, I highly recommend you subscribe to my website and get sign up for my email list because I've been creating a newsletter as well. So starting next week, I'm going to have a newsletter that I send out along with my emails. And so every single day, I will be sending people who subscribe to my list a newsletter that outlines some of the most important or underreported stories, especially pertaining to issues of Islamic terrorism and tech bias and immigration that you can see and read all about. And then I'm also, preparing to make some big announcements soon. So I can't exactly say what those are, but,
But you'll make them on the show, I hope.
Yes, of course.
All right. Well, great. Hey, tell us about your visit to Israel. Now, Israel, I was going to ask the rabbi about this. They're becoming the tech center of the world, competing with Silicon Valley. Now, why can't you guys start I'm going to ask the rabbi, too, start a social media company minus the bias?
Yeah, well, I don't know if, the thing is that, yes, of course, the Israelis are very advanced technologically, and, they're not really getting as much credit as they deserve for a lot of the tech advancements and the apps and, the scientific and medical achievements and patents that are coming out every single year. But I think it has a lot to do with just this mainstream anti-Semitism. I think that's why you're not really seeing a lot of outward support or even recognition for the advancements and achievements that are coming out of Israel. And there's a lot of them, right? And so I know several people in the tech industry in Israel as well. And, I think it's unfortunate, but it speaks a lot to the fact that that these social media companies are inherently biased, not only against conservatives, but against Jews and Christians. And that's what's outlined in my website at freeloomer.com. And you see all the evidence there, and you can look at the financial structures with shareholders within these companies, and you see that it is very anti-American, anti-Israel, anti-Jewish, anti-Christian.
So tell us about Israel. Did you meet any nice Jewish men?
I guess so. I guess I did, but
that's a question your father might ask you.
None that I brought back with me. None that I brought back to the States. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
There you go. There you go. All right. So, what's with Pinterest? They call a pro-life site porn. That's how they label it.
Well, they're calling pro-life sites pornographic, and also labeling conservative news sites as pornographic as well, as a way to block and censor content, right? And so this was obviously done maliciously and intentionally. It wasn't an accident. And when Project Veritas exposed it, YouTube now has deleted their video expose. And so it's just another example of this egregious tech censorship that is rapidly advancing. And, it's what I've been warning people about.
Now, you must know Gavin McInnes, right?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay, and so he is founding a free speech TV. Will you be joining him?
I would love to be on his show sometime and to provide content. So we'll see. We'll see. Gavin's a friend of mine, and I'm sure you might see me in the future.
Well, you've also been on air with DeAnna Lorraine, who is a friend and a guest of the show, and she's got 2 television
things, and I've urged her to contact you. I don't know if you guys have gotten together. They just now went on the air within the last month or so. You might want to contact her too. I think you got to stay on this show and wherever you can to keep your name out there to fight this fight. Don't you think?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
I'm on Parler as well. I mean, I already have 46,000 followers on Parler.
Okay.
And my page is rapidly advancing and growing. And so,
What was that again?
A lot of traction. The new app, Parler.
Parler. Okay, I've heard of that. All right. Maybe I should get on there too, huh? What do you think?
I think you should.
All right. Well, of course. And would you friend me if I came on there?
Of course I would.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I?
I was just curious. So the New York Times called out YouTube for allowing dangerous neo-Nazis, and they name you. What is it with the neo-Nazi BS about them trying to label you with something that you are so opposed to? It's an oxymoron.
Well, of course they're going to mention me, and of course they're going to attack me. These people lie. They're trying to defame me. They're trying to smear me. When at the end of the day, the reality is that it's the radical left who is actually radicalizing far more people than any YouTuber, any conservative content creator online.
So other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find and contribute to you?
They can go to lauraloomer.us and subscribe to my website, email list. You can go to freeloomer.com, where you can read about my lawsuit, support my legal fund, and you can, on my website, lauraloomer.us, the donate link, and that's where you can support my work.
Now, one note, and that is that when you're on the show, your phone breaks up a lot. Now it's not bad. Go figure.
Yeah. Who knows?
What the hell's going on with that?
I don't know, but it's interesting how Facebook cut the live feed when I was on and then restored it for you once I was off. But that just shows you how crazy the censorship really is getting. I mean, they're banning people who post my picture, my name, even my voice.
Yep. All right, well, we're going to fight with that. We're going to fight back. Before I met Lisa, I broke up with my anesthesiologist girlfriend. She was always putting me to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura, the Illuminator Loomer, thank you so much for being a star in the Dave Weinbaum Show, and stay in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, I heard the clause just came out. I don't know why. I thought you wanted to be included. It was like in jokes like that. I don't want to come out here and say that I had a girlfriend with not admitting that it was before you, because that would be an insult, wouldn't it?
That joke was just very tired.
You've done that twice today. It's about time. I really like that.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a little fist bump there, darling. She's getting really snarky. The worst thing about this thing is, she's getting to be like me. I'm creating a monster.
Well, it's the only talk show in America the host has his wife on.
Is it really? Did you
as far
do any
as I
research on this?
know, I listen to a lot of different shows, and I never hear a guy's wife. Although Don Bongino mentions Bongino mentions his wife all the time.
It's a risk.
Yeah, it is.
You got to put up think about it. You got to put up with a lot of crap. I mean, come on.
You're talking about from her perspective?
No, from others.
That
I've seen, not her. No, she's fine. She wouldn't be here right now. She was a pain in the butt, totally. It's just a little bit, here and there. But no, it's true.
My job.
Look, you got to do a show here, if a person isn't working the show, then it becomes a real distraction. And then it becomes hard to function as a talk show host. Although I believe right now I'm kind of professional, aren't I?
Yeah.
I don't get flustered real easy. I mean, I do, but...
No, just when I'm a second late on starting
you're a second late? Yeah.
I told you my brain wasn't clicking today.
I know. I can tell. All right, I'm being
trying.
very nice. Everybody has an off day. And you're doing fine, though. I mean, it's a good show. And the timing's a little off, but go ahead and hit it. Our neighborhood was so tough, our boomerangs never came back. Forget about it.
Yeah, they became illegal aliens. They wanted to fly back to Australia. They didn't recognize the fact that they got to cross an ocean. You know, what do they think it was? New Green Deal already, where you didn't need any airplanes to get back? You ain't flying that far on your own. So I would, if I was them, I'd forget about it.
I think she was reminding us it's Flag Day.
Oh, is it Flag Day?
It
is.
It's Flag Day. Happy Flag Day.
So President Trump was born on Flag Day?
Yeah.
Looks like.
Wow.
Isn't that significant?
Isn't that a unusable fact?
Yeah.
Which we have used on this show.
Well, yeah.
A factoid. All right. So we're back on the show. Call the show. We got a lot of important stuff to talk about. And that is, one of the things that we alluded to with Laura Loomer is that social media has become the book-burning Nazis of this century.
Enemy.
Think about it. They are burning up conservative thought as if they were all Jews. All right? They are burning up, they're Christians too. They're burning up Christians, they're burning up Jews, and they're burning up all the things that we put out there. They're doing it to this show. YouTube just killed a bunch of shows, including Steve Crowder.
Wow.
And the guy made his living doing that. He was making $100,000 a month, and they just shut him down. And he's not a outspoken conservative. He's a conservative, and he's a comedian. Mm-hmm. And I'm probably more outspoken than he am. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I am. And we're having pressures here. I know Twitter last night. I pushed my show out on Twitter a lot. And I had about 73 notifications, people reacting to my promoting the show. And went away for about a minute, come back, it was down to 43.
Really?
They chopped 40 notifications 30 out. Wow. Which meant a lot of retweets and a lot of other things. And you know what I'm going to do about it? I just did. I talked about it on the show. I'm not going to go out and chain myself to Twitter's doors.
No.
I will fight back, however, and I will try to be effective. Right. And it's not that I'm overly criticizing Laura Loomer. She did it. She got a lot of play for it, and it's just not my style. I'm not in the practice of chaining myself to anything. Well, obviously, except for my wife. And yes, honey, I know you let me out to go to the show, and occasionally go to the bathroom. She's got the lock, and I got the handcuffs to the bed. And it's either that or I can't live.
That's pretty much how it is.
Story of my life. Anyways, story of my wife. Anyways, we're back on the show. You want to call the show, 573-364-4433. And we got something else going for you, don't we, Stan?
Yeah, we do.
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alyssa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Odessa!
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many did he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
In what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
I don't know about that.
All right, we're back on the show. Okay, now you did this. What does that mean?
Well, 3, I guess.
No, you did this. You did this. That's 10. And then he did 3. That means 13 seconds to me.
All right.
I am not a radio
personality that's been doing this for as long as you.
Oh, okay.
So when you do this, that's 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And then
well,
put up a 3.
I guess I put my hand up wrong. Sorry about that.
Well, no,
I
it's
think
okay. I don't understand it. Yeah, well, just don't.
All right,
don't do this
you just
again.
got done saying
Stop
we all
doing
have
this
off
again.
days, so I didn't shoot the middle finger at you.
We can write our off days. I know. I watched the Blues, and I was wondering how they were going to survive the first period without Boston scoring 3 goals or so. And it turns out that the 15, 16 minutes were mostly spent of a 20-minute period in the Blues zone, where their goalie was getting peppered with shots. I didn't see any way out of this. The guy's a human being. Apparently, maybe he's not a human being, because he was saving everything. And then the Blues go down and get 1 or 2 offensive plays, and sure enough, 1 or 2 shots, and they got 2-0 going into the second period. The game was totally dominated by Boston, except for a couple of shots by the Blues. Yeah. And they weren't that easy shots either.
No.
So, anyways, that's why you got to keep trying. That's why you can have an off day for a while, but once you realize it, you can get back on the damn horse, Stan. There, are you now really motivated to do stuff?
No, I don't mind.
All right. Anyways, we're back on the show. We got DeAnna Lorraine coming back here pretty soon. And another thing that Stan was going to remind me, and maybe even Dan was going to do this too, and that is the people that actually support the show and push the show.
Right.
Like, for example, Gary down there in Texas. Not only does he do it on Twitter, and by the way, his name is Leary Geary now.
Yeah.
I don't know why he changed his name, but he did, and it's his prerogative. But he also notifies people when the show starts.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate his help. Then you got Liz Cabrera, fiery Latina Liz Cabrera, who I think is listening down there in Miami.
Yep.
And all her friends. A Cuban refugee, came to this country at age 6, and is a huge, not only fan, but contributor. She's been on the show twice.
And a citizen now.
Huh?
A citizen.
And, she's a citizen. And she's a big, big, big Trump supporter, who Twitter is also picking on. Why? Well, because she's effective.
Yeah.
We've got Irish Eileen.
I like the one tweet she just did recently with President Trump waving out of his limo, saying, "I'm listening."
Okay, there you go. I hope so. Okay, President Trump, if you're listening, can you give me a call right now and tell me about what my status is as becoming the new press secretary to the White House? I don't mind being called a secretary.
573-364-4433.
Yeah, call the show and let us know. I know you did it out. I don't know how long you did. He did Fox and Friends this morning, but I had to go get ready, I go shower and things. Anyways, we got Irish Eileen. We got Jay Wall, who I believe lives in Israel. We got Shayna, lives in Israel. We got Norm. We've got Tony Ann. I think she's a new friend. Sadie, a new friend. Tracy Belmonte out of New York. Michelle Barb Adelson from Brazil. Gary Owens, I believe, I think so.
Yeah.
Or Gary Carroll, one or the other.
Both.
Could be both. Yeah. Bama Perry and Bama Girl. So not everybody got named, but
Pia the Alien.
Huh?
Pia the Alien.
Pia the Alien. She didn't do it today. I didn't see her.
Oh, okay.
She, but she does often.
Yeah.
In India, no less.
Right.
One in India, one in Brazil, and I have listeners there.
Yeah.
I catch them on the reports every month.
Those are 98 countries.
Yeah, well,
it was. There's 200, so you couldn't get half.
Yeah, the rabbi. That was the rabbi. We have a new sponsor, Daniel's climate-controlled and secure storage units.
Yeah, on 72.
And we're gonna be talking about them, doing a commercial for them next week. Thank you very much, Mike Daniels. Appreciate that. Okay, now we got that housework out of the way. Thank you for reminding me, Stan.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
So it's Father's Day weekend this weekend too.
Yes,
and that one of our sponsors, Sydney's, is having ribs for Dad. So, man, those are delicious too.
Cool. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Bill. Salem.
Bill? From Salem. And how are you, Bill? From Salem?
I'm doing well.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. What you got for me?
You mentioned it earlier today, but, about Trump and the Mexican deal and how just everybody just was having a heart attack over that he, would do it. And when haven't they learned, or do you think they'll ever learn? He says this stuff, and they all go crazy, and then it turns out it works out for him.
Well, because they don't understand what he's doing. They just don't understand it. They automatically reflect on what other presidents would do, which is, take the crap from these other countries with Congress doing nothing. And the president does have a way of knowledge that if you put tariffs on a country, they're going to think twice about not going along with the program. Now, he's doing it right now with China, and with China, he has active tariffs going on that are making this country billions and billions of dollars. And the Chinese are losing in this. They don't have the advantage of the United States. The United States has the advantage. So they did all this nasty stuff to these presidents, like all the way for the last 50, 60 years, where they took advantage of creative properties and things like that, and other situations where products and where they send their products, we sell it for free, and we can't make the products cheap enough. And now, now all of a sudden they got tariffs. Well, maybe it's hurting a few individuals, but still, in the long run, this is the appropriate answer, and I believe the Chinese will eventually come back to a deal. They had a deal, according to Trump, and they dropped it. They went back in the deal they made. So let's see what happens, So Trump stuck even tougher sanctions in. And right now you've got a reaction from Iran, who has been sanctioned by the Trump administration instead of babied by the Obama administration, giving them almost $2 billion in cash of American taxpayer money. To do what? To rain havoc all over the Middle East. Well, Trump isn't doing that right now. He's got big tariffs on him, and you saw the reaction by Iran. They are now attacking boats in the Hormuz Straits. That's international waters, and now Trump's got American warships. Maybe we'll have to escort these ships and take out whatever boats of Iran are threatening these ships. I think it's a pretty good idea myself, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I imagine they're getting some drones up over there looking for them guys laying the mines. Going to be.
Well, Trump is just doing what all presidents should have been doing for a long time, and none of them had the guts to do it, and they just let these problems, look at North Korea. Why wasn't something done about this way before Trump got in office? Trump didn't make this problem. Trump inherited this problem. He inherited the immigration problem. He inherited the Iran problem. He inherited the anti-Israel problem. And he's done wonders there.
Well, what I want to say, what kind of gets me about that is Trump says this, and everybody just blew up and couldn't do it. And then, you said, hey, they're wiretapping me. Everybody goes, oh, that can't be true. And it turns out it is. I mean,
Mueller's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. Remember that? Oh, my God, how dare you insult his integrity? That guy's got no integrity. He's a hack.
Right. And, I mean, when are they going to figure out that Trump knows what he's talking about?
Well, we have figured that out on this show. The Dave Weinbaum Show has figured that out a long, long time ago. And we recognize the Democrats demagoguing and lying about Trump as often as they can. In fact, Stan, if you have Pelosi, Stan, are you listening to me? If you have Pelosi's statement, if you can find that, I want you to play it. Just let me know when you got it, all right? Because this is how the Democrats, they operate. This is Nancy Pelosi describing to Democrats how they operate. Hit it.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and if they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident.
So did you catch that? What she says is you start out with something that's a lie, and you throw it out there, and then the press picks up on it, and they write stories about it, and you say, see, it's written in the press, so it must be true. This is exactly what they did with Trump. They demonized him. It was all fake about the Russia collusion. This is what they did with Kavanaugh. It was all fake about these women coming and saying that he did these things.
Okay, you're still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you see what they do? They even admit it. This is a tactic they use. It's like saying Trump did this. He colluded. He conspired with Russia. It was all a lie. We have the proof. They didn't have any proof, but they sent it over to their mainstream media, and they put it in headlines, and they put it on TV shows, and then they pointed back at the guys in media running this stuff and say, see, it is true. The media knows it's true. When it was all self-invented and put into this circular hit fest where it bounces back and forth to where where Democrats hit the tennis ball and they hit it right at the MSM, and the MSM hits it back, and even you get a few Republicans joining in to hit on the president, to make a hit job on the president, like Mitt Romney. Why, what a jerk he is. Anyways, all right, what else you got for me?
Well, the other thing you mentioned, you said you bought the IG report?
Yeah, Horowitz.
Yeah. They said they believe part of the reason is Steele rolled over, and he has to get permission from the British government to talk to the U.S. government.
Well, this is also an interesting facet of this, and that is that they were trying to avoid breaking American law by using foreign countries like Italy, like Britain, like Australia, and utilize them to spy on the likes of George Papadopoulos and Carter Page, that would be. And so that also is being investigated, because you might have a conspiracy now of countries involved in the unsettling of the United States. Now, let's put it this way. You know, we sit around and we accuse these other countries. We accuse Russia. We accuse the Ukraine. We accuse now England and maybe Australia, maybe Italy. What the hell do you think this country does? What do you think Barack Obama did in Israel? He spent a bunch of taxpayer money to overthrow Bibi Netanyahu. He did it in France. So where do we come off saying that we're pure here and all the other countries? We knew Russia was messing with us for the last 60, 70 years. They've been intruding in our... That was a well-known fact. Give me a break. You know, and what did the Obama administration do? They had some lame sanctions at the end of the Obama administration, which didn't mean a damn thing, other than they were covering up for the fact that they were going to use this now to go after Trump and say, well, look what we did. We did all those sanctions. It was meaningless. All right?
Yeah, I mean, Trump has done more damage to Russia, and he's gave Ukraine.
You're right. Hey, by the way, this was a great segment. I have to take a commercial because I got a... Well, let's call it a hard break because I got DeAnna Lorraine calling me in about 5 minutes, right?
Thanks. All right. Thanks, Bill.
All right, thanks, Bill. Appreciate you calling. That was a good call. I appreciate that. It's always good when I get a lot of information out with a caller, you know? It's kind of better. I like it that people are listening and they want to get involved in the show. So you call the show, 573-364-4433. Be eligible for a wonderful MAGA hat and a delicious $35 McDonald's gift card. Of course, the gift card itself doesn't taste very well, but the food it can get you, that is good stuff. All right, call 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
The next time you need work on your vehicle, head to Muffler Mart on Highway 63 across from the Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. It's been over 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto repair experience. Their name says mufflers, but they do it all. And now you can visit them on Highway 63 South, just across from the Phelps County Fairgrounds. Muffler Mart in Rolla. For more information or appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you they're open each week, Tuesday through Saturday from noon till 1:30 a.m. They also have great lunch specials every day and steak specials every Friday and Saturday night. First weekend of the month is prime rib. Then hand-cut ribeye steaks the rest of the weekends with more than 100 whiskeys to choose from or signature drinks and over a dozen beers on tap. See their Facebook for more details. Sydney, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
There was more than one dossier. You had the Steele dossier, and it looks like you had a dossier created by Jonathan Weiner at the State Department using as a source not only Steele, but folks like Sidney Blumenthal, Clinton aide, or Powell, and Cody Shear, who goes back for a long time with the Clinton group. This is just incredible in the sense that everyone's been thinking that it's the Justice Department and the FBI, that's where all the bad activities was taking place. Secretary Pompeo needs to be working with AG Barr as closely as any other agency head in terms of decoding the deep state conspiracy against then candidate Trump and then President Trump. And they were desperate to get this information out to their friendly Democrats on the Hill just before Trump was inaugurated. And it wasn't to help President Trump. It was try to destroy him and undermine him.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
There you go. There was collusion, conspiracy, and coordination between a lot of different people and organizations like the State Department, the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, and then you've got foreign countries involved, like Britain, like Italy, like Australia. And then you've even got the Democrats involved, maybe even some Republicans who were conspiring and colluding to get rid of Trump both before and after the election. Now, I don't know when this has ever happened before. If anybody does, let me know. I know it used to get pretty nasty in the old days of the U.S. government. You know, people had duels, and there was a lot of slander and bad stuff going on. People had fights in Congress. But this is deep. This is our own government taking over the will of the people because they think they know better than us smelly Walmart shoppers. All right, that's what they think. All right, so right now let's hit it for DeAnna Lorraine.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a big treat. This woman is passionate about making love great again. She has two, not one, but two TV shows. And she's a speaker, a star of radio and blogs, and the matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, DeAnna Lorraine. They love it when you call, DeAnna Lorraine. Did you know that?
Your crowd is so light.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
All right, I can hardly hear her, Stan. What's going on?
I gotta take get in studio sometime to shake all these fans' hands.
Okay, keep it up there. All right, thanks. All right, Stan doesn't want me to hear you. Talk about conspiracies. I think there's a conspiracy with Stan not wanting me to hear all the people that talk to me.
He wants to keep me all to himself, don't you know? Stan's
there you go.
Selfish.
What's going on behind the scenes here? Well, what don't I know? Oh man, that's not good.
Stan is so cute. He's always one of the first to retweet me and like my stuff. He's so great. He's very involved.
Well, thank you.
Well, isn't that special? Isn't that special?
Yes. I'm a special guy.
Yeah, I know you're a special guy. All right, hey.
So how is Newlywed Bliss for you guys?
Oh, the Newlywed. Yeah, how are we doing, honey? Well, you know what? They said it wouldn't last. We've been married for 2 weeks now. And look at us. We're harping at each other just like we did before we were married. Actually, no. Actually, it's, don't you think it's kind of, we haven't had that many arguments, have we?
No. It's been
actually it's worked pretty good so far.
Love each other.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, someday you will have the same. I hope.
Yes, I will.
With a bunch of little DeAnnas and Davids and Georges running around. How's that?
Perfect.
So in the meantime, though, isn't your opinion that men should be ballsy? And, with Romney turning on Trump, is Mitt now a trans Republican? Is there such an operation? Did he go through the operation?
Can I please borrow that and tag you? Because that is a good line that I should have thought of.
Well, what do you think?
That is great. Yes.
I stole it too.
Well, I've always known Mitt Romney was quite a flimsy And he is the most spineless, ballless man, if you can call him a man, but now I'm going to have to call him a trans man, that we've ever seen. And, just like Justin Amash and all these other hacks, I mean, they're doing this just to score some cheap political points, and they think that, they're going to get these never-Trumper people that are going to rally behind them. But, unfortunately for them, the game has changed. And since Trump has entered the scene, it's completely different. I mean, could you imagine, Trump has ruined it really for everyone else, because when we can imagine someone like Mittens Romney coming on stage for a debate, giving these polished, used carsmen, salesmen, reading off a teleprompter kind of responses and speeches, versus President Trump's off-the-cuff, gritty, raw, real style. It's forever changed. It's hard to imagine that appealing anymore.
Trump, you're right. Trump is speaking from the gut. He tweets from the gut. We know he might be wrong sometimes, but we know this is what he's truly thinking. We don't know what a guy like Romney is thinking, for goodness sakes, and he's a lot dumber than he looks, which is saying something. Exactly. All right, and here's my proof. Here's my one encounter with Donald J. Trump. It was 2013 at CPAC. And he's playing to a side room at CPAC. Do you believe that? A side room. He had about 150 people there. And he's out there, and he's talking about, I don't know what happened to Romney. I don't get it.
Wow.
I don't get it. I have no idea. Why did he lose? I supported Romney. Why? And finally, I couldn't take it anymore, so I stood up and said, it's because he sat down in the last two debates. And Trump looked at me and said, well, that could be right. So since that time, I've been demanding for jobs in the White House, and I don't know why he didn't make me, for example, his attorney general, or at least the ambassador to Israel. I have now you got a press secretary opening. Are you going to be going for that? That's what you should be doing right now. Press secretary for the president.
Press secretary?
Yeah, why not?
I think that could age me about 30 years, and I'm a little bit afraid of that.
But you know what?
That is a tough job.
You've had experience in media, and you have a real TV presence now. And you could handle these idiots, couldn't you?
Oh God! I don't know.
No, you don't want that, do you? I guess I'd like the aggravation. I like the aggravation more. After all, I am married, so. Anyways, who said that? Hey, according to the Washington Post, Kellyanne Conway must be fired for violating the Hatch Act for saying political things in the White House. I thought she was a political advisor to the president and was asked political questions. What else is she supposed to say?
I mean, are liberals that dumb that they eat each of these accusations up like it's Thanksgiving dinner? I mean, come on. I mean, every single they are searching night and day for something that they can pin, some crime that they can find. If it's not the Russia collusion that they're spending 2.5 years on, then they'll now turn their attention to Kellyanne Conway to try to find a crime. I mean, it's never ending. It's disgusting, and I just can't believe, and it's un-American. But I can't believe liberals would be for this kind of disgusting, un-American behavior. And what all she did was, and I know the way she speaks. She never speaks in an attacking way toward anyone. She's actually quite polite, very Southern Belle style when she says anything, and with a smile. So, if she said anything about the opposition, I know it wasn't anything worse than any other politician had said up there.
Well, look at her husband, though. He is demanding that Trump be impeached.
He is the worst.
I don't understand how she stays with a guy that undermines her so much.
$1,000 that they haven't slept together in 3 years.
$1,000? Let me think about it. I don't know. How are we going to find that one? You find that one out. I don't know if I can. All right. So
it's reprehensible behavior of him. I mean, it's
well, maybe he's getting revenge because she hasn't slept with him in a couple years. What do you think? That could be it.
I think it's the chicken or the egg. I think that he started this nonsense.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, that's undermining her boss is undermining her every day, right? So,
well, he is undermining her. I mean, it is the exact same thing. I mean, she represents him. I mean, why can't the guy just shut the hell up? He could think what he wants, but my God, it's his wife. All right, anyways, now polls are aligned saying that each Democrat candidate is favored to beat Trump right now for president. I mean, they got Beto beating Trump. They got Elizabeth Warren beating Trump. Bernie. All of them. If they won the races. Now, is this legit, do you think?
Eric Swalwell. No, I think it's as legit as the 2016 polls saying Hillary was going to win by a landslide.
Isn't this more evidence that the polls have been weaponized to make people think that Trump is so beatable, and now gives them an opportunity to vote for the liberal candidate, and or if you're a Trump supporter, to sit down and say he's already lost. I'm not going to vote. I think that's what they did the whole last election.
I think Trump supporters are smarter than that, though. I think that this will motivate them even more to get out the vote, and maybe it will make Democrats lazy again and content. I don't know, but I mean, the strategy certainly didn't work in 2016, so I don't see how it would work in 2020.
Sienna's going to get something. I want to play this to you and see what you think, because this is the day of the election. Hit it.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Is that people think that Donald Trump is a clown.
Donald Trump is a clown.
I mean, does anybody seriously think that Donald Trump is serious about running for president?
Donald Trump, he's a clown.
The likely moderator apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones, right now, Donald Trump.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! ! At real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
So right now we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
Poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in Nevada. I could go on and on and on.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
There you go. So, do you see where even the day before the election, it was like 80%, 90%, 100% sure, based on the polls, that Hillary was going to win and Trump was going to lose. What does this say to the Trump supporter who is out there thinking, oh, why am I voting for this guy? All the polls say he's going to lose anyways. Why even go out?
Well, it's the suppression polls, right? That's what it's called. Suppression polls.
I call it weaponized polls.
They weaponize everything, though. That's the only thing. That's what they do, because the only way that Democrats can win in anything now is if they cheat. That's it. They know that their values and their policies are lost on people now. They just don't hold water to most sane people anymore. So the only way that they can win is by cheating. And frankly, I'm very concerned about voter fraud at this point too, because they got away with it in the midterms, and I think that was a test for them. And I just, I'm worried that they're going to do this again if we don't get a handle on it.
Well, they can't change that quickly. I mean, they cannot become honest overnight. This is their modem operation for the last 70, 80 years. And they've only gotten worse. They're not going to get any better. But I'll tell you one thing: they've run up against a, let's put it this way,
a brick wall in the case of Donald Trump. All right, because he doesn't take it. He fights back, and right or wrong, he nails them, and they just don't know what to do with it. So they keep doubling down, and he keeps whipping them, and they're pretty soon a lot of them might be in jail. So
yep.
Anyways, so you do this. You on one of your shows, you do something that's called "What are some of the dumbest tweets of the week?" Do you have any dumb tweets for us?
Let me see right now. I wasn't quite prepared to bring those up.
I know. I should have maybe contacted you.
Yeah. I don't have them in front of me right now.
All right. That's fine.
Well, they're on your Twitter, aren't there?
We can do them next week.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you prepare that for next week, and that way you can get some dumb tweets on my show too.
They're hilarious.
Other than Dave, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can find me at Twitter, DeAnna T. Lorraine, Instagram, DeAnna T. Lorraine, and YouTube, DeAnna Lorraine.
DeAnna, you know what? I locked a voyeur and an exhibitionist in a room, and I let them stare it out. Ladies and gentlemen, DeAnna Lorraine, what are you moaning about? What are you eating there, anyways? Oh my God, is that like bologna or something?
Braunschweiger.
Braunschweiger.
That's a good German.
My German wife
snack.
is eating Braunschweiger. Anyways, thank you so much, matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show. DeAnna Lorraine, you have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
All
right, DeAnna Lorraine, star of the Dave Weinbaum Show. I know I played a couple of bits. They were pretty long, but you know what? I thought it was pretty effective, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It just went and showed. We were talking about it, so why not?
Well, the studio audience had this to say about those things. Of course, it was just a guy from Newburgh. There it is.
Yeah, what do you know about funny?
You could have left that at the last radio
station.
that
was Martin. I hope Martin was listening to that.
Last radio
what we
station.
ought to do right now is take a break, and then we'll do some Weinbaum music, because I know Martin loves that. And we sing along to that, don't we, wifey?
No more torture, please.
No, you need to sing along too. That's part of the marriage contract right there. Anyways, we're gonna take a break right now, and in about 10 minutes we've got Dr. Amy, the better half of the Hakim residence, is going to be calling us with another fascinating search into our own psyches. Call the show 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
The Grand McExtreme Bacon Burger is one of McDonald's most popular burgers in Spain. To try one, you'd have to reprogram your GPS,
recalculate it,
go to the airport, leave your car, buy a plane ticket, land in Madrid, and go to McDonald's.
Bienvenido a McDonald's.
Or you could hang that next left and get to your neighborhood McDonald's now. Because for a limited time, the juicy Grand McExtreme Bacon Burger and other worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
The strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Silverados have arrived at Fairground Auto Plaza. Get 0% APR for 72 months or $9,015 in total value on the all-new 2019 Crew Cab LT All-Star Z71 for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Check out everything Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
This is the kind of answer you get from the left.
I asked you the first time, what would you do? And you said, the president should pass a law, which is, as Andy just explained, isn't how it works. And we know the prior presidents
I don't see how putting
So I'm just looking for one suggestion from you as to something else that would be concrete that would stop the influx at the border right now.
Financial aid to the enforcement community, that they would allow asylum seekers to come in and apply according to U.S. law. And that if they were granted asylum, then they would be allowed to come in legally.
Come on, they're already allowed to apply for asylum. The left doesn't have a plan other than to fill the Democrat voting rolls, and the Republicans going along with them should just change to Democrat to fill those roles. In fact, now that I think of it, Congress ought to be fired for forcing this president to negotiate with a foreign power to solve a national immigration crisis that our own government won't solve.
When is Judge Jeanine going to come out of her shell? That's what I want to know. She's so shy.
Yeah.
She's so soft-spoken. This was Martha McCallum was asking a question of a guy named, I think his name is Owensby. He used to be big up in the Obama administration. He's a smart guy, and he's funny, actually. He's a professor at the University of Chicago. But that was a really, really lame answer to her question. That's for sure. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name?
If you need to put this call on hold to get them.
I guess
what the hell's that?
I guess they hung up. I don't know.
Did they hang up or did they...
The wrong number, and you are not Timothy.
I wonder if that's a message.
Oh,
hey, that could be a Sicilian message right there.
Could be.
You're a wrong number now, buddy. You're a wrong number. So how would you like to be... how would you like to win a trip to, the Dominican Republic?
Hey, you could win a trip to the Dominican Republic.
Should I give that away as a prize on the show one of these days?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, oh, my God. That's just... I don't think it's a good idea, but, if you're looking forward to something like that, maybe, So nobody wants a free trip to Dominican Republic? I don't understand it, Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Martin from Edgar Springs.
Well, you know what? We got something for you. Do you got Weinbaum music set up? No. You stand in line. That's your punishment. All right. Hit it when you got it.
From Weinbaum Records, it's Dave's Hits of 2017. Listen to the unique singing style of your favorite radio host,
Everybody. Hey, Martin, come on.
As he belts out songs like...
But Snowflake... You know you can take it. You've got that hateful feeling
Whoa, that hateful feeling.
How about this?
As you wish me hell to everyone you could tell that you'd been spying over me, spying over me. Then you spread your views to the mainstream news.
And timeless memories like
You don't know me. I'm in the federal witness plan.
Call a hospital, quick.
You don't know me. I might be in Afghanistan. We're not coming over and doing mouth to mouth. Don't worry about it. We're not going to be there. You better survive.
Fast, you can get Dave's favorite insults absolutely free with your order.
You schmuck. Kiss my tuchus. Putz. I hear you tried to donate your brain to science, but they're only taking used ones. I don't take the broom out of your hands when you're trying to do your job. I hear you're 1 foot short of a yard sale. There was a lot of testosterone in my marriage. Too bad none of it was mine. I married a trophy wife, but I couldn't afford to mount her. I had 2 feet of snow on my car, so my wife offered me her broom. I said, thanks, but you're going to have to teach me how to fly it first. Got any complaints? Go to hell and wait.
The perfect way to close out the year. Dave's Hits of 2017.
That's all, folks.
This is for you.
What do you know from funny, you...
Okay, Martin, you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you okay? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. What's that?
Had to use 3 nitro pills this time. I got a headache from them.
Well, I don't know if I should do that anymore. I don't want you to have any ill effects. That are going to be lasting.
Hey, I got something for you. I got something for you, okay?
Yes.
What does CNN, MSNBC, CB, all these news agencies have in common in their name?
N?
It's the news. But it means it's actually an acronym. It means not even worth sampling. Okay?
Well, it's so true.
Sampling
CNN is down 33%. Yeah. And MSNBC just shook up their news department as if, telling fake news is going to be better with somebody else saying it. It's not the news department. It's the fact that you can't tell the truth. Wouldn't you say, Martin?
Yeah. It's similar to when we were kids, my brother and I. He gets so mad at me, he wouldn't care what happened to him. He was going to do something to try to get me.
Really?
Just like these news agencies, they just don't care how much they lose in people or anything else. They're going to go to the dirty dead end going after Trump. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It doesn't. The Mueller report come out, you think they'd shut the hell up? It was a total exoneration.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day they want to retry the Mueller case. They want to redo it. No collusion. Yeah. No obstruction. Yeah. I mean, give me a break. They had 11 indictments were going to be on, what's his name? On Clinton. All right, listen, I got another caller, and I got an interview coming up real quick. All right, so thank you, Martin.
Thanks, Martin.
Appreciate it. All right.
Good sport.
I have another caller, right?
Yes.
All right. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Lee in Richland.
Okay, Lee, you got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I ain't going to take 2 minutes. Anyway, I woke up this morning and I realized global warming is extinct.
Yeah, it's freezing out here, isn't it?
48, 51 degrees.
Yeah, I had to go out and chop firewood this morning. I sent a couple of smoke signals to Al Gore.
My cold is so mixed up, it doesn't know what the hell to do. I thought it left me, but all of a sudden this morning I had a real hoarse kind of a voice, and I've had a few cough drops since then, but my body does not know what to do.
Well, hey, I was just wondering why the libs just don't send money to all these people trying to get to the United States because they're living in poverty, and let them be prosperous in their own homeland.
Because they won't get the votes then.
Oh, that's what it is. Doggone it.
All right, listen, I think I got my interview calling, so...
Take care, bud.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Lee. Is that her? Yeah. Okay, all right, Dr. Amy, hold on, because you know why? We got to play your song.
That's right, we sure do.
All right, so now she's on, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bad boss expert sold butcher knives from her car trunk. Mirror aficionado, allergic to martial arts, and the official shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We're waiting on the audience to react. There it is. Oh, listen to that. Wow. I think we got a better reception once again than Elad. So I don't want to say anything because he thinks I read him out to you.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. You don't believe that? You don't think I'm ratting him out, do you?
No,
talk
not
to
at
him,
all.
Man. I don't want to hurt his feelings or anything. Hey, shouldn't time management be replaced by priority management? I know we all have deadlines and everything, but sometimes we get stuff done just for the sake of getting stuff done without the priority of getting important things done first.
I think that's a great point. I mean, true time management does take into account prioritizing tasks so that you put the most important tasks or the things that need to get done first at the top of your list. But definitely, we shouldn't just arbitrarily be getting things done to get them done. We should get things done with purpose and tasks that might help us to do another task more efficiently. So definitely want to put that in a proper order, for sure.
I think this way. A meeting, every part of a meeting, and I used to do this when I was running meetings for a long time, every part of any meeting ought to be about brainstorming. If you're not doing that, I believe you're wasting a lot of brain power. What do you think?
Well, it depends on the purpose of the meeting. I think there are certain meetings, if we're planning or trying to come up with the next step or creating a new vision or mission or agenda for an organization, for sure. But sometimes a meeting might just be about communicating an idea or updating the whole team on something that's happening in the organization. So brainstorming isn't always a necessity, but definitely when it comes to any type of creative planning, we always want to benefit from the diverse ideas of everyone on the team.
I would respectfully disagree with you because I think the first thing you do when you come to a meeting, if it's brainstorming, everybody's brain is fresh except for the ones that drink early in the morning, and everybody's you have one idea spurring another idea, and then you feel good about it at the end. Then you can start with your controlled meeting where you have specific tasks to do. But entering each meeting with sort of a idea fest can't be all bad. And you don't shut the ideas out. You don't have arguments about, that's stupid. Well, that's not going to work. I mean, you just let them go. Let the ideas flow. You write them down and then go on to the rest of your meeting. And then later on, you look at them and say, what is this? Hey, that sounds good. That kind of stuff. I
can see. So you're talking about more of a brainstorming exercise, so that people have a chance to
not the whole
bounce
meeting.
ideas off of one another.
Sure.
I
say the first thing you do is that, and then you can do all the controlled stuff that you can sleep through, which I've done, by the way.
But I do think that you should perhaps even sometimes have a meeting specifically designated for brainstorming and set some clear rules and boundaries so that people feel comfortable sharing ideas. Sometimes in a group setting, we experience something called group think, where one person who has the loudest or strongest voice is the only one who seems to get the attention or the nods and the yes face, instead of it being a true open forum where we're able to share ideas. So a great leader is able to create an environment so everyone feels comfortable, even those those who may be more introverted or less likely to have a view that may be as well received, so that each person has that chance to share and then listen, and then ultimately have that great hearty debate. No, I think this is a better idea, and here's why. Oh no, I think we could do that, but we should tweak it here.
I think
that's really where we get that healthy.
I think it's equally important to have people who disagree with you and have them feel comfortable in saying how they disagree with you.
Yes.
And let them have their say.
When you're able to do that, yes, and creating it so that it's a comfortable environment where people are allowed to share
that.
Be quiet. Right. So it has to be, that healthy interchange. But when we have that, it really helps us to move to the next level. And so if we only deal with people who are always going to agree with us, then we're going to be stoking our own ego and not necessarily moving our agenda or organization forward in the right manner. So
who said our history should propel us forward, not hold us back? Who said that, and what does it mean?
Ooh.
Well, no, you got your hand. I can't see your hand raised. You got to answer me verbally because you're on the radio.
I did.
You did. You said that.
I said that.
Well, what does it mean?
I said that.
Dr. Amy, what does that mean? Who said our history should propel us forward, not hold us back? And what does it mean?
We have to learn from what happened in the past and decide what we should repeat because it worked well and what perhaps we should change because we didn't get the result that we were hoping for. And so when we're able to learn from life's lessons and help us to make better choices moving forward, then that's how we grow and we feel successful and fulfilled.
Now, being a boss expert, you're an expert on bosses, right?
Yes.
How much should bosses promote from within rather than hire from the outside?
If it's at all possible, and if it will be positive for the team and help the team to continue moving forward, it's ideal to bring people up from within. It helps to improve morale. It gives individuals a feeling of value, a feeling of hope. Hey, I saw, Joe got promoted, so if I keep working hard, I can too. But if the idea and the purpose is to shake things up, to change direction, to bring in differing ideas or positions that are not currently being held within that team, then it's really important to search from the outside and bring that in. A lot of times in larger organizations, what I encourage is to start with an internal search. Let's see if we have anyone, even in a different department, who might be able to help us to move our agenda forward. If we can't find the right person to fit the bill, then we extend the search outward.
Well, you know what? I have to say that I respectfully disagreed with you on one, but I absolutely agree with you on that. How's that? So there is some agreement here. I don't want you to think I'm negative Nelly over here.
You know what? I like when you disagree. It's fun.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Now my wife is honing in on this.
Not as much fun.
Who said we must know our audience so that we may cater our messaging appropriately? Who said that, and what does that mean?
I said that too, and the idea there is we might have a similar message, but depending on who we're sharing that message to, we may adjust our language or our delivery, our tone, our pace, so that the message is heard and received as we intend. So if I'm sharing something to a group of 5-year-olds, I might have different language or a different approach than if I were talking about the exact same topic to a group of adults. And so similarly, in business, if we're dealing with particular people who may need to hear or receive a message in a certain way in order for it to be well received, we may need to adjust our language.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a question for me because, I've got a radio audience, and it's not like I have contact with every single one that's listening to the show. At least if that's the case, I got a problem, don't I? So I just try to give it my best shot at what I've been doing all this time, and it seems to work. And I have people like yourself on. I don't know whether or not. I don't know what your ratings are, but I'm pretty sure they're good. And I like listening to you. I like listening to your husband.
Yep.
He's a little dopier. He's a little dopier than you, but he thinks he knows everything about the law. Oh well. But,
he's awesome.
Yeah, that's what he says about you, too, with a little smirk on the end. Anyways, no, that's not true. How can I see a smirk from here? There's no way. I'm going to stir things up in your house, aren't I? But, no, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what my audience wants to hear. That's why I
you
love...
can ask them.
Well, I do. I love the phone calls. I get phone calls.
Exactly. So you have this opportunity for them to share.
Exactly.
And that's the key. Yeah.
And I want people who disagree with me to call as well. You know, I mean, and I want to find out what people are thinking. Why are they thinking it this way? Am I thinking this thing over wrong? Am I not making the right conclusions based on the facts that I have? I like to know that.
100%.
There you go.
100%. And it's interesting to see that different perspective.
Well,
and that's what we want to do.
We're going to end on a measure of pretty high level of agreement on this call. Hey, Dr. Amy, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
My book, Working with Difficult People, is sold anywhere books are sold. It is also available in ebook and audio format through audible.com. My website is Cooper Strategic Group, or Amy Cooper Hakim. And my handle for Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram is at Amy Cooper Hakim.
Hey, Dr. Amy, how do you know a bug is angry?
How?
He's ticked. He's ticked. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy.
I always like that.
All right, so you can tell it to the kids, too.
I will.
You can even tell it to Elad. He might understand it. You explain it to him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakim, Shabbat Shalom, my friend.
Shabbat Shalom. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right, we have a caller. Is that correct? Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Adolf.
Hi, Adolf. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. How's the wife?
Really good.
All right, good.
She's hanging in. She just had a birthday yesterday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to her. Was she 32, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I never argue with what number she tells me.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
yes, married life is good so far.
Yeah, there you go. I got a couple of things for you.
What?
First of all, the Make America Great hats, they're terrific. But I think you need to change your hat.
I have.
To the 2000? Trump 2000 hat?
Oh,
no, I've
2020.
Somebody gave me a hat yesterday, and I'm wearing it right now. It's a backwards MAGA hat. You have to look in the mirror or be really smart to figure it out.
Yeah, there you go.
It's great for dyslexics.
The MAGA hats are great, but the Trump 2020 hat really cranks their trigger up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll look into a few of those, Stan, because Stan's got an assignment, don't you, Stan?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's got an assignment. I was buying hats locally until they told me, well, we can't sponsor your show. I said, well, why not? Well, we don't want the political blowback. Well, I said, well, thank you very much, but I'll find another person to buy the hats from.
There you go.
And,
there you go.
Okay, that's you call that political blowback, then maybe you just got some.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got to have... Look, the way I look at it is this. And that is that we're in this together. And pretty soon, it's like Nazi Germany. Maybe this is a particularly cruel comparison, but a third of the population was murdered by another third of the population, and the rest of the population, the third, sat and did nothing.
There you go. That's
and we need people that are going to stand up for, as I told this person, I want to do business with you, and I'm standing up for you so that a government based on the opponents of business will not be able to shut you down because of the way you speak or think.
That's it. And the other thing we got to do is we got to go and take back our schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
People have been saving all their lives so their kids can go to these, what I call as liberal indoctrination centers. They're not university anymore. They're just indoctrination centers.
Right.
So what do you got? Now you got a voter. You got 2 or 3 voters, a whole school full of voters. They're going to vote against you.
Sure. You got it.
Well, I'm going to take them on full force.
All right. Well, let's.
For the 4th of July parade.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the bastion of liberalism, New Jersey, and put our car in a parade. And guess what's going to be across the front bumper?
MAGA 2020.
MAGA 2020 or Trump and Pence 2020?
County Republican Club.
All right. Well, there you go.
I'm going to wear my MAGA
Good for
hat.
you. Just watch your back, buddy. Okay, watch your back.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Adolf.
Yeah, Joanne says hi.
And hey, hi. You guys have a great weekend, all right? You're patriots.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we have another caller? No, okay, well, guess what? We've got to do a commercial, and you guys want to be in the contest, give me a call, 573-364-4433. Fabulous MAGA hat, and a $35 McDonald's gift card. I almost became a selfish person right there.
Well,
no. I made an offer. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, so get it off your chest.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Who let the dogs out? Shadowwood Pet Resort. But Ralphie tells me only on their supervised nature trails, and it's back to their warm and comfy condos with food, water, and treats for any length stay. And they separate dogs by size. Now a condo for cats in a different room. Great assortment of food, toys, collars, and bowls. Tell them Ralphie sent you and get a free treat. 368-4866. That's 573-368-4866. 11420 Cedar Grove, where your pets might be having a better time than you.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
Wow, Marianne, it's been another busy day here at Miller Glass.
Yes, it has, Kathy. Our auto glass guys have been rocking.
Yes, they have. Rock chips, windshield replacements, and regulators.
Yeah, and don't forget that we also do headlight restoration and side view mirror replacements.
Remember, there is no job too big or too small for the Miller Glass Auto team.
And we also have mobile service.
At Miller Glass, we install it all.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at the Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I often refer to your questioning of the Attorney General about Mueller, about the investigation into Hillary, about FISA abuse, the origins of the program. He gave you all the answers. And now it appears he's implementing what seems to be an exhaustive, top to bottom investigation into all things serious. Do you believe when he talks about intelligence, the Deputy Attorney General, in that letter, that he is referring to the possibility of outsourced intelligence gathering to circumvent American law?
Maybe so. Maybe getting foreign governments to do things that we can't do, which every American should be concerned about. Every American should be concerned about whether or not the FISA court, which is a secret court, was lied to about the source of information they used to gather a warrant. Every American should be worried about whether or not our government tried to get some foreign government to do things that we're prohibited doing by law.
And along with special prosecutors, they need to kill the FISA courts. One thing before this caller, as Latina on Fire, who I gave her that nickname, by the way, Liz Cabrera, twittered, thanks for mentioning me on your show today. You are such talented singers. You know what? Golly, that is, she's right on.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Liz.
We appreciate What's that about? Hey, hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
Hiya, Chester. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I want to just to change subject a little bit to warn you of the new terrorist threat that's about to hit next week.
What's that?
In Europe. You remember when they started flying drones over Heathrow Airport and canceled 1,000 flights and blocked 144,000 passengers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tuesday, it's been announced, some ecological terrorist group is threatening to start an 11-day campaign over Heathrow Airport. It's supposedly to protest expansion of the airport, but that's always how they start that nonsense. Because everybody will say, oh, it's just a bunch of eco people, a bunch of granola crunchers. But no, this is terrorism. They're going to try to shut down the largest airport in England, and of course, you know what that means. That affects every airport that's connected to that airport.
Right.
So all of Europe is going to be jam-packed, and all of even American flights overseas are going to be screwed up if this happens, starting Tuesday.
Well, it was only a matter of time before they started using drones and all sorts of. In fact, I thought it would happen a lot sooner than this. Yep. I think we're looking at a future of drone utilized for a lot of different things, not just delivery, but maybe terrorism, and maybe how small can a drone get? Maybe they can disguise flies as drones that could attack you. And things like that.
This is a more simple problem. I mean, an easier for them problem.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make it small or disguised. They're going to simply take the commercial the ones you buy at the store,
right?
And because they want them to be seen, because you don't want to crash into anything. You just want this thing buzzing the airport. Because once people see it's buzzing the airport,
right,
you cannot take off or land.
Right.
Because if it crashes into an airplane, you can have a serious problem.
Sure.
Well, with the mayor,
we have instant terrorism. You buy yourself a $50 drone, get it flying, and you have instant terrorism.
Well, yeah, and this is our future. They also have robots now that they can use to kill people. They can change their appearances. So the things in the future are going to be. It's going to be like a movie. It's going to be like Iron Man and stuff like that. You're going to see people being able to fly independently and things.
Well, that's still a ways away, but
maybe.
Like I say, starting Tuesday, they're going to just start buzzing. Now, here's the other one. Once you start with these drones, then you can still sometimes track them back to the original owners.
Yeah.
So actually, you'll see them go to the cheaper drones, even the ones that aren't trackable. The ones that simply fly.
Yeah.
And if you lose it, it doesn't matter because it's only $10 or $20. But meanwhile, you've canceled 20 flights.
Yeah. Well, all right. All right, well, thanks for the update. Hi to Martha, my friend.
Don't plan on flying to England next week.
There go my weekend plans. That's all I got to say.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you so much, Chester, for the warning. All right,
Bye-bye.
We're back on the show. You got, let's see.
Well, with the mayor of London, what do they expect?
What do you mean? Oh, Khan?
Yeah.
He don't care.
Oh,
he doesn't care.
Obviously not.
That's their government is about to change. I think Boris Johnson is replacing Theresa May, and I think you're going to see a lot better governance than that. You could see the reception of Trump by the Queen of England, and the Queen is still remarkably popular. The royalty is remarkably popular. All right, we're going to play a couple of bits before the end of the show, and Lisa Strausser is going to present me with a few of these, entries that I can pick from to win the fabulous McDonald's gift card, $35 gift card, and the MAGA hat. Hit it.
I can only imagine if the names were changed and this was about Republicans doing what you just described to a Democrat, it'd be front page news all over the world. And the only place you can find it is pretty much on your show and a few other shows. So I don't know how we get around the fact that Comey tells the president in January 2017, here's a dossier. It's salacious, unverified, and that same document was the reason a warrant was issued 4 times, and under oath Comey tells the FISA court it's reliable enough to get a warrant. So I don't know how you square that circle, but that's why we have Horowitz, and that's what my committee will be looking at.
Senator, what you say, is there not at this point incontrovertible evidence that it was, if it's unverifiable, and it's the bulk of the dossier. I read this in a Grassley Graham memo, and it's the bulk of information that is a premeditated fraud against the court.
All right, we're back on the show, and I'm going to get a little drum roll here, and we're going to pick the winner of the fabulous McDonald's $35 gift card and the MAGA hat, and the winner is Adolf from Pulaski County. Adolf and his wonderful bride who win both the hat and which you can wear when you go to New Jersey if you have enough guts. I know you do. And we'll have some McDonald's on me. All right, so call me at 573-578-2700 after 1 o'clock today, and we'll get that delivered. So now I want to play the rest of that montage on the 2016 election. Why? Because we got to keep reminding ourselves of what the mindset was right before the election and what happened. Hit it.
We have a major projection right now. Donald Trump will take Ohio. And CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Huge win for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we project, will win in Kentucky, in Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes. West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Remarks to all of the Trump haters, all of the Hillary Clinton supporters, all of the people that said that my Trump was gonna lose. So I say to you this morning, the day after the election,
a black Trump supporter way back in 2016.
Yeah.
Having a good time with the results.
Yeah,
you know? And that's something. All right. Well, I got other stuff here. By the way, U.S. Open is being played today. And you might want to go see that. Well, I mean, you'd have to go to California because it's at Pebble Beach, but you could see it on the TV. I mean, it's a great tournament. You got you got a lot of great golfers if you're into that, and I kind of am. Upgrade. Can't read that. Oh, you can upgrade your memory. Hey! No, give me my check.
Look what I have.
No, I want my check. She stole my check. All right, This is not good. This does not bode well for a marriage. It's supposed to be honesty. Anyways, upgrade memory surgically by inserting chips. You need one in your brain so you realize that I'm the boss. aren't they? Are we eating fish with small plastic particles? That's why fish farms are around. But with, how come the song stopped?
The song didn't stop.
It's going.
I'm playing it low so we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You old grouch.
I'm not loud enough? I'm an old grouch. That's right. You're darn right I am. Anyways, we were in the Great Exuma in the Bahamas, and there we felt pretty safe, didn't we, honey?
Yeah, we felt very safe.
Of course, we weren't dipping into the bar inside the room.
Yeah,
we had free booze.
We had drinks in the room for sure. We had a whole bar.
Yeah, we had a whole bar, but they were with real big bottles.
Yeah, they weren't mini bottles.
Right. Okay. So, anyways, we felt pretty safe, Emerald Bay. All right, so we're back here, and I'm just about done. I got much more stuff to do. I need another hour, Stan. Anyways, thank you so much, and you guys have a great weekend. Listen to another edition of the Dave Weinbaum Show next Friday. Thank you.
That's right.